Hello, this is Karia again, and I have another video for you today. I'm mostly going to be talking about a decision that I made a few days ago, I guess maybe January 2nd or whatever, and I'm super excited about it. I decided to go ahead and revisit my watercolor videos that I did. If you guys have been a fan for a while, you saw that I did quite a while back. I did a review for Mgram, Castell student grade, Castell artist grade, and Schmanky, and I want to revisit those watercolor reviews, mainly because I just wasn't necessarily as happy with them as I wanted to be. So I'm going to revisit them with more information. Before that takes place, I did go ahead and set up a Patreon. It's not quite live yet. When it goes live, there will be a full video, which I still have to film the full video introduction. Right now there's a placeholder video there, but once that goes fully live, you guys will know. I'll give a link to it down below. I'm not sure if you can donate to it yet, but you know, the link is there, and you know, the main thing I got to do is just refilm the video and do some sort of post-production stuff on it. So there's that. So that's what I'm working on, and that's what I have been working on since, like, I don't know, the start of the year, is redoing these reviews, as well as getting a system up ready so that I could do watercolor reviews in a way that I'm happy with and that provides information, the kind of things that I as a crafter would want to know, and why I would see the point in using like artist grade materials, you know, for crafting or whatever, and what the differences are, as well as what the benefits are for using student grade materials, and to just give all the products a much fairer shake and a much more comparable shake. And so to that end, I've started doing a bunch of things. Some of the, not even the most time consuming, this is time consuming, but it hasn't even been the most time consuming. This has just been one of the projects, is to go ahead and do color mixing charts. I decided to do these half charts, and I did a video a long time ago on how to make the chart, and I just decided to go with the half chart just because the half chart is a lot faster than doing a full chart where every color shows up twice, and there's usually like some kind of difference between the two. But by doing these half charts, I was able to really get these done much faster, as well as still give a really nice, clear impression of the colors. So there's that. The brand that I think I have the least of is probably Core. I have some that were sent to me, and then I purchased the introductory set, I think, of 6. So so there's that. The other thing is, so I'm enjoying doing these. One thing that I found really interesting is that I actually wasn't, everybody says don't use white with watercolor, but I ended up, adding it to this palette anyway, just for giggles. And I actually like the way that it makes some of these really interesting light grays, which would be nice for a city palette. But anyway, this is not necessarily going into the specific colors, just showing you the process of making the swatch and then filling it in. So I have to paint each color individually, so that's been a process. Another process that I got this idea from Eve's Bolt, and I will link to her channel. She has these for all her watercolor swatches, and I decided to separate mine by brand, because I figure if we're going to be crafters and adult colorists, we're not necessarily going to be buying individual tubes, but rather choosing brands, and maybe getting specific colors from a different brand. But that's basically how I was doing it before I started doing these reviews, is I would get a set from a specific brand. So that's kind of how I'm going to separate mine, but I've been doing these individually. Let me show you. I think I took one day and I literally spent all day making these. This is 192, and that's not the most that I have on here. I basically took this set is 50 sheets, but I didn't fill all 50 sheets, are not that, but it's a lot of sheets of these watercolor swatch sheets, and they are all numbered. Hold on. Let me show you. So, okay, so let me show you the process of how I made these sheets, because I put a lot of time into these sheets, and I hope that when I get to doing the reviews that you guys find them helpful. So this is the blank sheets like this. So I make the blank sheets, and I made a whole bunch of them. And then after I make the blank sheets, I make them like this. So I do, you know, I'll do this one, and then this one, and then this one, and then I'll skip those two while they are drying. And for some of them, I put in a second coat to see what the second coat looks like. But for a lot of them, I didn't, just because I was too impatient to wait for them to dry. So I didn't necessarily wait for them to dry. So there's that. And that was the first thing that I did. I painted these in. So once these have been painted, I gotta wait for it to dry once again, and then I cut them up. I don't have a paper cutter. I do plan on getting one. I appreciate the patrons. This is why the patrons mean so much to me, because the patrons have allowed me to get the paper, these little things here, so that I can do these reviews, and I'm practicing on these. I'm gonna do I have the Cotman, the Sakura, all of those, and they're all gonna be done in the same kind of treatment, and they all will be separated again by brand. And then the next thing is to cut them up into little squares. I don't have a paper cutter. I just have a scissors, so I've just been using scissors to do this. So there's that. And then I have a whole stack that I got these from Amazon once again. And there'll be a link to these down below in the description. As you guys know, if you guys have not seen my video where I got the unclaimed funds, and this is what I did with my portion of my wife's unclaimed funds. It wasn't really mine, it was hers. Is I bought the full set of the Sennelier, which is the ones that I like the best, for a lot of different reasons. But I really enjoy the Sennelier, mainly because of the way that they layer and glaze. And I love that glazing ability that allows me to sort of, you know, get much more comfortable and practice the way that I want to practice, even though they're burnt umber. Do I have a burnt umber? I do have a burnt umber for this. You can see that burnt umber is not particularly strong. You see the two burnt umbers, but still, I really like the Sennelier. So I got this Sennelier, and so I have to do all of these colors. I will have to take all of these colors and make these larger swatches in here for all of these colors. So that's also part of the project that's going on right now. And I think that's all that I want to show you for the moment, but this is the sort of the process that's in the background. I made these sheets a while back, because I think I decided last year that I wanted to do more watercolor videos, and I made these, and honestly, I didn't find these to be as informative as I want these to be, so I may have to redo these in a way that provides a little bit more information, and I have to figure out how to do that, because this is the format that I use for the colored pencils and the watercolor pencils, and I found that these were effective for the watercolor pencils and for the regular colored pencils, but for watercolor paints, I find these to be not as effective in conveying information quickly, so that we can, you know, swipe through these like we do with the colored pencils, making comparisons about, you know, all these different aspects about them, and I found that this is not the most effective setup for this, so I'm going to redo all of these as well. I did these with 140-pound paper. That paper has been getting expensive, so I've been switching over to the 90-pound version of the B paper. The 90-pound version is a little cheaper, but it's not so much cheaper that it's obvious that I should stay with the 90-pound paper. So I'm still on the fence about whether or not I should continue with the 90-pound paper, or if I should go back to the 140-pound paper. The 90-pound paper is, I think, like $4 cheaper than the 140-pound paper, but you know, but I'll see once I get going a little bit more. So anyway, this is not the most organized of videos, but I just want to show you guys some behind the scenes of some of the things that are going on in terms of the prep work really seriously start doing these watercolor paint reviews in a way that is fulfilling for you guys as viewers, but as well as providing the sort of information that I was able to provide for my colored pencil reviews. I'm still going to be doing colored pencil reviews, not to worry about that. In fact, I still have the Crayola colored pencil review to film that I have not finished filming that Crayola colored pencil review because I got distracted by this project, and I just wanted to do it while I was motivated to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I took your advice and I did set up the Patreon. It's not fully set up, but it's, you know, it's kind of sort of ready, and we're just going to call this a soft launch, and there'll be a link to that. And the purpose of that is mainly to get a quality table that I can use and that meets my needs. And if we raise more than that, great. If not, you know, it is what it is. So if we raise more than that, then, you know, I'll get, you know, more stuff like an actual camera, because once again, I'm still using my cell phone. You know, just basically a production upgrade. So there's that. Once again, I got to thank the patrons who have been insanely supportive and who have allowed me to do this and the setup and follow my dreams in terms of being able to do the kinds of reviews that I am happy with and that give you guys the sorts of things that that I would want to know if I was looking at reviews for watercolors, and it answers the sorts of questions that I would have as a, you know, as a crafter, would-be artist kind of person. So, so there's that. So I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Bye.
Bella is just getting in there and is just cleaning all the privates. Look at her. Oh, that's just is not. Ooh, look. Ooh, she's just getting in there.